It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 13th of May. This is James Spann. We will maintain a chance of showers and storms, mainly for the northern half of the state, later today and early this evening. But after that, the weather trends drier and much warmer for the rest of this week. But many questions about the weekend. Here we go. That pesky upper low is slowly moving eastward. That thing will be moving really over North Alabama and Tennessee today. And underneath that, again, we'll have the chance of showers and storms, but as that opens up and lifts out, we'll be in much better shape for the rest of the week. You can see that new trough coming into the Pacific Northwest. That's the trough that is kicking our upper low out. Radar early this morning got a few little patches of light rain over northeast Alabama, much of the state dry. We are starting off the day mostly in the 60s. We're expecting highs in the 70s today, maybe some low 80s for South Alabama. Watch warning map around the nation today. Flash flood watches ahead of the upper low parts of North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, southern Pennsylvania. Dense fog advisories for parts of Arkansas, Missouri, and South Illinois. Red flag warnings for a few states up north and out west. And look at there, look in Texas, those counties in orange. That is a heat advisory. That's a sign of the times. One of the radio stations I do is in McAllen, Texas, the lower Rio Grande Valley, and I'm forecasting highs at or over 100 for them for the rest of this week. Summertime's getting close. So again today, SPC has issued this low-end marginal risk of severe storms. That's level 1. Out of the 5 levels for North Alabama. The areas in dark green on that map. And like yesterday, there could be a storm with some small hail, gusty winds, but this is not a major threat at all. That's underneath that upper low. Tomorrow, a marginal risk for parts of the Carolinas and Virginia, up into Chesapeake Bay, and a risk also for parts of the High Plains states. On day 3, which is Thursday, at a risk of severe storms around the Great Lakes, Chicago, Green Bay, Milwaukee, Indianapolis. A marginal risk down into Arkansas near Little Rock. And then on day 4, which is Friday, there's a risk of severe storms defined just north of Alabama in advance of a front from near Little Rock up to Louisville. And that would include Nashville and Memphis as well. No severe weather outlook issued beyond that for the weekend. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. And hey, Gulf Coast looking good. Got a beach trip coming up. Everything looks great. Got graduations going on. Everybody's going to be headed south. We see no issues for the Gulf Coast. North Alabama, 1/2 to 1 inch. And quite frankly, a lot of that will be today. And there could be a few scattered storms over the weekend, but nothing like the rain we saw this past weekend. So let's break it down. Day by day, model fans. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run at 4 o'clock today. And again, the upper low that's been producing this wet weather is lifting out thanks to the new trough in the western states. That's a kicker. It's moving it out. But still, the upper low is centered over Nashville. And with that thing in the area, we'll see showers and storms forming this afternoon, but it will not rain all day and it will not rain everywhere. And South Alabama should see no rain at all today. Again, this is the high-resolution HER model, valid this afternoon at 5 o'clock. And this is showing scattered showers and storms across North Alabama, and there might be a strong storm like recent days, maybe some small hail and gusty winds. But the storm should die down very quickly once the sun goes down. And then tomorrow, really, most of the state dry. We'll mention a small chance of a shower, isolated showers for northeast Alabama. But again, a much drier day and a much warmer day. Mid-80s tomorrow. This is Thursday, a sunny and very warm day, upper 80s. Inevitably, somebody will be touching 90. Friday still looks dry. Again, we've got a front north of the state. A surface low is near St. Louis. And that front might drag a couple of storms into the Tennessee Valley Friday night. But again, I think the day Friday, dry with highs 87 to 90. So what about the weekend? Well, that front will be stalled out north of the state. Now, the GFS looks dry, looks good. But again, if you look at the European, it's got the chance of at least scattered showers and storms over the northern third of the state on Saturday, mainly north of Interstate 20. And we'll mention that in the forecast. I wouldn't call it a rainy day. Again, nothing like this past Saturday. And it will be much warmer than this past Saturday. We'll be in the 80s. South Alabama dry. And really the same thing on Sunday. There could be a few scattered storms over the northern third of the state. The southern two-thirds warm and dry. And again, the highs in the 80s, mid to upper 80s, very warm. Monday of next week, again with the front stalled out nearby, there could be a few spotty showers over North Alabama. And this is a week from today, Tuesday, May 20th. We got a ridge in place here, a big trough in the western states. And again, with the ridge, it just looks dry and probably kind of hot. I think everybody probably hitting 90 by Tuesday of next week. And we'll go out 10 days. This is Thursday, May 22nd. Upper low that's sitting over the Great Lakes. And again, evidence of front could be draped somewhere over Alabama with some chance of showers and storms. So, next week maybe we'll have a few days with scattered showers and storms around. There's no evidence of a really big, major, widespread rain event. And we stay warm. Again, I think the warmest day should be Tuesday with highs around 90 and then 80s for the rest of the week. Rain for Birmingham off the European Ensemble. Looking for the green line. The mean a little over 2 inches between now and the 28th of May. Here comes the heat. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. 70s today, mid-80s tomorrow, upper 80s for the end of the week and the weekend. And again, you can see the heat peaking on Tuesday at 90, and then numbers come down a bit by Friday of next week down to 83. But that's looking a whole lot like summertime. New long-range guidance, 8 to 14 days out. This is for May 20th through May 26th. Temperatures a little above average over South Alabama, near average for the northern counties of the state. Man, yesterday was a bonus for sky watchers. You name it, we had it. We had the towering cumulus clouds. Those are fascinating to watch. Obviously, this was taken down in Brent by looking at the road signs there. And, of course, some of those formed into storms, and we had a variety of CLCs. That was Lake Gunnersville yesterday. That's a shelf cloud on the leading edge of a storm. Tornado, yes or no? And, of course, the answer is no. That's some scud. Tornado here, yes or no? No. Nope. Old ragged shelf cloud there. And, boy, after the showers and storms, some really, really vivid, colorful, vibrant rainbows across the northern part of Alabama. Just some amazing photographs yesterday. Hey, graduation time. Looks like that might be a kindergartner there, jumping right into the rainbow. But, man, those were just absolutely amazing. What do we have here? Sheep? You never know who's watching those rainbows. And then last night we had that full moon. Now, for a lot of you, it was overcast, and you just couldn't see it. But I love that shot. That was taken over the Coosa River at Rainbow City last night. But a very cool scene there. So today, headed up to Rogersville, Lauderdale County Elementary School. Tomorrow, going to be down in Auburn, Opelika, Lee Scott Academy. Thursday, Pleasant Valley School in Calhoun County. And then after that, I'll be swinging by the Gadsden Rotary Club for a talk there. And Friday, Phillips Academy in Birmingham. That is a great school. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. We're going to be at Tannehill State Park. It's trade days, and we're going to be there starting at 10 o'clock, and we'll be there until 1 o'clock. And we have so much fun at these things. If you've never been, and so if you come out and see us, we'll have all the shirts, weather shirts for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. In fact, one of the weather shirts just says Weather Dweeb, which is my favorite. We'll have the children's books, have the book about April 27, 2011. All you can do is pray and much more. So come see us at Tannehill State Park. Trade days, Saturday, beginning at 10 o'clock. We'll be there until 1. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.